Please explain what Papoose discovered in the dusty filing cabinet under Remy's desk at work. Did Papoose discover a marriage license bearing 50 Cent's name? Do you really believe that this rap narrative could get much messier, sweetie? We've only just started to investigate it. 50 Cent is using enigmatic wedding emojis on Instagram. Why is that? Why did Rama suddenly decide not to appear on Drink Champs? Why is Papoose reportedly spotted tearing up documents outside a courthouse and mumbling, "I knew it. This isn't just tea, it's a full-blown tsunami"? According to what we've been told, Remy has been legal. Devoted to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson for many years, and Papoose was a long-term stand-in rather than her spouse. Like fireworks on July 4, the receipts are going viral online, ranging from courthouse stock leaks to a covered 2009 Vegas wedding performed by Flavor Flav. We promise you'll want to take a seat for this one. We assure you that you will want to take a seat for this. The most significant betrayal in rap of the decade may very well be Remy's fabricated love story, so we recommend you prepare a strong drink and perhaps reach out to your therapist. However, what we are about to reveal is not merely speculation. It is, in fact, a profound deception that spans generations. However, what we're about to reveal goes beyond mere rumors. It's a manifestation of generational deceit. It begins with a standard manila folder, yes, the type you see in drab courtroom scenes. But this one was concealed in a locked drawer within Remy's Bronx recording studio and just had the word confidential written on it. The spouse, Papoose, who is loyal, devoted, and a bit too trusting, reportedly discovered the document that would rock his world as much as Ray's last while looking for a lost phone charger. The internet is ablaze, group conversations are disintegrating, and, let's say, Papoose's name is trending next to marriage fraud and betrayal. According to our unnamed source, who demands to be identified as BJ Confidential, Papoose opened the file and found a marriage certificate that was legally binding. Curtis James Jackson, i.e., better known as 50 Cent, was listed on the certificate instead of his name, which is astonishing. To be clear, it isn't your average tabloid sham. We're discussing a supposedly covert marriage that took place in 2009, during which time Ray was serving a prison sentence. Poses an important query. How may one get married while doing time in prison? Who is the license signer? The worst part is that 50 Cent has never refuted it, so you can't make this stuff up, except for the fact that we kind of just did. When the news started to circulate, he really shared a photo of Remy from 2009 with the message, "We go way back." By digging deeper, we mean looking through a few fake LinkedIn pages and calling 3 interns dressed like parallels. We learned that Flavor Flav supposedly performed the wedding in Las Vegas while officiating sporadic nuptials for a VH1 spin-off that never aired. Fans are going crazy because of the chemistry in those old freestyles, the way 50 regularly showed up at Ray's Bit sets without invitation, and, wait for it, a screenshot of a marriage license that was just obscured enough to keep us in disbelief. A TikTok user at Real Papoose no more became viral after breaking down Remy and 50's purported secret ceremony in 3 parts. "Now everything makes sense," she said. According to a former security guard, he saw a woman with an ankle pixie cut at the Flamingo Hotel. Monitor came into the chapel with a tall man who smelt of meat, money, and perfume with Ja Rule. That assertion sounds quite factual. However, we are unable to verify it. According to reports, Papoose has gone all psychological thriller. As if it were a battle rap he's attempting to learn by heart, a cousin who works at Foot Locker claims he's been pacing back and forth while reading the certificate. There are goosebumps. According to one witness, Papoose was reportedly heard whispering, "I was just a feature on her real life. I was just a remix." No, it wasn't merely in a drawer. A bank statement is attached. It seems that a common LLC named G. Remy Enterprises was used to file joint assets. What is the secret merger about? Give it some thought. According to reports, Remy and 50 Cent had a full side business, a shared tax return, and matching keys to a storage locker in Times Square, while Papoose was out here looking after their kids and delivering surprise poetry at her album release celebrations. According to insiders, the storage unit, a user wrote, "So you mean to tell me Papoose was just a decoy husband?" "I came here for the sandwiches, buddy," said Fat Joe, appearing confused as he broadcast live on Instagram. Hold my handbag for 10 years. However, Remy has been completely silent. Not a single tweet, story post, or even slick subtweet with any information on weddings. So what now? Is it fake? Is it real? Is it part of a grandiose rollout for a Remy Ma and 50 Cent Secret Lovers EP? Well, that's precisely where it gets deeper, because Papoose didn't just find one document. Oh no, there were more. Tucked behind the fake marriage license and the G. Remy Enterprises bank statement was something much more twisted. A marriage annulment form. That's what worsens this, my friends. Silence isn't golden in celebrity scandals. It's considered guilty. She never left him. I was just the rebound. Papoose was last seen pacing in sweatpants and slippers, holding the annulment papers as if they were a paternity test. The document was dated for 2011, 2 years after Remy and 50 Cent were allegedly married. However, at the bottom of the page, in the blank space where Remy was supposed to sign her name and legally end the marriage, Papoose reportedly stared at it for more than an hour without a drop of ink. However, if that annulment was never finalized and the marriage license is legitimate, then legally speaking, Remy has been married to 50 Cent for over a decade, which means that Papoose may never have been her husband in the eyes of the law. Just your biggest hype man. Now, fans, bloggers, influencers, and fake legal experts have gone into overdrive. How did no one notice this for years? One post said, Remy really made Papoose a step-husband, and we all clapped for her at the wedding, wild. And released what seems to be a voicemail from 50 Cent that was purportedly left on Remy's burner phone in 2017. The voice in the recording sounds very similar to 50 Cent and says, "Yo, you still haven't signed that agreement." Happy anniversary, though. 50 Cent posted a meme of Papoose shortly after the leak, captioning it, "Bro really wrote all them love bars just to find out he was the opening act." Of course, we can't confirm if the voicemail is true, but the timing is perfect, and the information sent conspiracy theorists into overdrive. And one blogger created an entire thread with receipts, timestamps, and fake legal citations, claiming that Remy spent her time in the Cayman Islands between 2010 and 2014. But let's dig deeper, because we've also been looking into financial records, and things only get messier. According to an unnamed source, a former Power 105 intern, they used the marriage to protect royalties during the Irish crackdown on unit records, and they used the incarceration to obtain a devastating tax loophole through 50's legal team. In an off-air meeting, Remy once accidentally introduced herself as Remy Jackson, and when someone asked if she was kidding and she laughed, she allegedly replied, "I ain't no joke, baby, I'm married to the game." In retrospect, it might have been more. Papoose has been silent in the interim. No tweets, no posts, no radio interviews, but fans spotted him outside a New Jersey notary office holding what looked like a stack of legal folders and a pair of sunglasses that said, "Men don't cry." Beyond the bridge, the man is broken, his heart is shattered, and he may have been divorced from a woman he was never really married to. In an odd turn of events, Clarissa Shields shared a black and white photo of herself, captioned, "Yes, that's Clarissa," adding, "Sometimes the silence says everything." What does she know? Why is she involved? Is connected to the alleged incident where Ray threw a microphone at her backstage during the radio show. Why did 50 Cent immediately post the picture along with the caption, "She knows what it is"? Rumor has it that Clarissa gave Papoose the folder in the first place, that she has seen the records, and that this is all her way of getting back at him for something that happened at a private recording session in Atlanta years ago. However, let's avoid getting too engrossed in that. Distracted because people seek answers and aren't just sitting around in silence anymore. The hashtags #FreePoose, #Rian50Forever, and #MarriaGialisate are trending. #Play Himaladel Advance, one particularly offensive message from a verified account read. Papoose waited 6 years for her to return from prison, but she never did from 50. Speaking of prison, there have been renewed allegations that 50 Cent used his early 20s legal connections to protect Remy during her bid. No one is certain of its precise meaning, but the Barb remarked, "She's out here talking about being the queen," echoing the popular Black Twitter theory that this secret marriage was a part of a bigger scheme to keep assets off the books, protect royalties, or even destroy Papoose's future career. Fans of Mickey Mouse managed to enter the discussion, not to be outdone, and made Remy feel humiliated. A leaked image also allegedly showing a cease and desist order from 50 Cent's legal team to supporters argue that Papoose might have inadvertently propagated a distorted picture of his marriage, potentially infringing on the publicity rights associated with 50 Cent and Ray's covert partnership. As the smoke grows, questions are being raised in many spheres of entertainment media including politics, about what the legal internet is now referring to as the Drake Clause, a word that is a fabrication but seems plausible enough. New York local news anchors started their 6 p.m. declaration by declaring, "Ignore the real estate market, did everyone see Papoose's demise today?" But in spite of all of this, memes, indignation, leaked documents, and dubious posts, Remy has not apologized, denied, or made any further insane live videos. And because of that silence, the entire scandal is becoming a mystery, a slow-burning betrayal, and a crime scene in the rap industry. However, remember that is only the beginning, as the documents Papoose is releasing seem to show more than just that she is still married to 50 Cent. At the very bottom of that folder was a handwritten note that was allegedly signed by Rama herself, which may destroy the basis of her entire public persona. Its words alter everything, so let's discuss the note. On the back of a ripped set list from Summer Jam 2010, it was scribbled in blue pen and neatly folded at the bottom of the now famous Manla folder. It was a supposedly Rema-written message that attested to both the covert marriage and the goal. It read, "I never meant to hurt Papoose, but this industry doesn't reward loyalty. It rewards leverage. Marrying at 50 was the smartest business." The internet is now enraged rather than startled that the note is supposedly out there, having been taken, screenshotted, and reposted 1,000 times. A scandal larger than anyone could have predicted has grown out of what started out as a sloppy tea. According to intimate friends, Papoose is confused about the law, spiritually hollowed out, and emotionally heartbroken. One of our cousins informed us that he has been phoning courtrooms to inquire about his marital status. First of all, we've witnessed celebrity divorces. Fans are calling for accountability after we witnessed a tax-guilty marriage while pretending to be married to someone else for 10 years. That's a whole new genre. Numerous thought pieces have been published online. Emotional fraud is what blogs are referring to. It's being referred to as spousal impersonation by podcast hosts. In the background, quietly, something much more dangerous is beginning to take shape as Reddit threads examine every interview Remy has done since 2010 for indications that she was playing both sides. A leaked email allegedly from a paralegal in the New York state court system has been circulating on social media, claiming that someone has formally asked for verification of Remy's legal married status. Audits, lawsuits, and perhaps even a court summons could result from the document's authenticity and the 50 Cent team's confirmation of their legitimacy. In an evasive news release, a 50C representative denied everything. As fans pointed out, the phrase "unrelated friendship" is not legal and does not explain why 50 Cent once gave Remy a diamond bracelet that was permanently engraved with Mrs. Jackson's name. Remy's crew, meanwhile, is in the dark. Her lawyer apparently doesn't know anything about the problem and reminds her that nothing has been spoken, and her publicist hasn't replied to any media outlets. It didn't stop the mayhem today, though, as a fan account shared a deepfake video of Papoose exiting a Remy actually made this man write an alphabet of loyalty bars while she was using 50 to construct an empire. After saying, "Hold me down," she raised another person. However, some fans are standing by her side. In the backdrop, 50 Cent's fake courthouse with plenty of men played as one Remy stan tweeted, "Y'all are at a black woman for playing chess in a game that's been rigged since day one." She bossed up and protected her. With over 3 million views and counting, it quickly became viral. Assets and kept you in the dark because it wasn't your concern. And for good reason, a very broken man with a binder full of regrets is now walking about, along with legal trouble and stan wars. The final twist is that, according to an anonymous tip given to a gossip blog last night, Remy, according to old tour documentation, the same source even claims that they chose August 24, 2025 as the day on which Papoose proposed to Remy. An industry lawyer even went so far as to tweet that since Kris Humphries and Kim Kardashian, this is the largest marriage hoax in hip-hop history. 50 Cent, on the other hand, is stepping up. He appears in his most recent post. If this was always her plan, the betrayal extends beyond corporate agreements or legal documents. It turns into a rom-com that is performed in front of a blindfolded audience while wrapped in paperwork. Next up, while some want Remy to speak out about the matter immediately, others are asking Papoose to give his side of the story, possibly through a documentary, book deal, or candid interview on Sway in the Morning. Having a glass of champagne on a yacht and saying, "I'm enjoying what's mine," while some of you are going crazy over paperwork. This controversy is ultimately about identity, legacy, and the masks we wear in public, not simply paperwork. The poet laureate of Black Love, Remy, based her reputation on her ability to rise from prison and her salvation, whereas Papoose developed a whole brand around being the loyal spouse who rides or dies. This is the pettiest flex of 2025. He's not even denying it anymore. He's living in it, earmarked, and the comment section exploded. We may never know the complete truth, but one thing is for sure. After seeing the receipts and